how to mathematically know how much it costs to get one client and how to scale your marketing by knowing this information. So hi, my name is Nick. I'm from a company called NJ Media, where we help businesses grow and scale. And our goal is to reach 100 million a year. Currently, we're almost at a million a year. And in these videos, I'm sharing the strategies, lessons we are learning that can help you as well in your business. So first of all, before I jump to my screen and actually show you all of the examples and spreadsheets and mathematics behind it, you have to understand this one big concept. This one big concept is that there's two types of marketing, probably many more, but like two types. One type is branding, where you don't get an ROI immediately, you don't track anything, you just do branding. This is something that Coca-Cola does and those huge brands do, which have multi-million budgets, for example. And the second type of marketing is direct response marketing, which we want to get a certain ROI, which is leads, signups, calls, clients, money back in the bank. So for this video, I'm gonna focus on just this one because the branding part is probably impossible to manage, track, and this is what usually most small, medium businesses actually need. It's more focusing on direct response and getting a clear ROI. So the number one thing I want to show you quickly is, so we're on the same page, is that let's say we run ads. Let's say we run it on, I don't know, social media, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, doesn't matter. We run them to a landing page and then they sign up. They get some gift or bonus or resource, doesn't matter. And after that, the next step is that we get them to buy something, which usually takes place a meeting, maybe a call, etc., right? And the end goal for us is to get the money from the client, right? To get a client. So right now, I'm gonna divide these two things. Let's say this is the number one part, where we get a lead. This is number one. And the second part is we actually get money. So we convert them into a client. To have these two things in place, first of all, you need to run ads or some sort of traffic where you can manage the result. I'm right now logged into our ad account, and you can see, let's say in the last 7 days, we spent around 1,000 euros and we got 30 plus leads, right? And you can see one lead costs around 20 euros, And how do we manage it? So let's say, hey, we have a campaign, and basically this is the ads, what we're running currently. You can see DSF method to sell additional 20 homes per year. You can see that, blah, blah, blah. There's a link. People go to a landing page. The landing page looks something like this. At the moment, maybe now it's a little bit different. So it looks something like this. And what we want to do, we want people to click here to access framework, and we want them to leave a contact information. So we're paying social media these 20 euros to get one person to opt in. In this campaign, we're only paying 6, for example, here, right? We're paying 6 or 20 euros for a person to opt in. That's a lead, right? After that, once we get the lead, we need them to actually buy. We are practicing a sales teams method or way, which means we're calling them, booking a call, meeting them, presenting, offering, closing, and handling objections and doing follow-up. That's our process. For you, it could be a little bit different, but that's our process, and this is how it works for us. And for that, here is the calculator. And now I'm gonna pick an example, right? Let's say you sell saunas like these. You can buy them, you can put them in your garden, or you can put them in your garage. Let's say a sauna. And let's say I sell a sauna for, let's say the sauna costs, let's say 10,000, right? Or let's say 7, doesn't matter, but okay. But the profit is, let's say 1,000. Like after manufacturing, after shipping, after everything, profit is 1,000. Let's say for the business, right? Which we can spend some part of it in marketing, right? So let's say that's number one, right? Average deal size, average profit per deal. The second side I want to focus on is how much it costs for us to get one potential client or one lead for this type of business. In our experience, of course, sometimes we're paying only 2-3 euros per lead, but sometimes it can be higher. So let's say in this example, it's 10 euros, right? So 10 euros we're paying for somebody who sees this sauna and he opts in. He wants to get it. He fills a form, a questionnaire. He just wants it. He's interested in the price. He's interested in how fast they can do it, etc. Like an offer is get a quote, for example, right? They opt in. And let's say in a given month we spent, let's keep it very simple. So let's say we spent 1,000 euros, right? So we're gonna get 100 leads. Now, the most important thing is, and here's the mistake, from those 100 leads, if our sales conversion is 10%, which would be high in this given case, we would get 10 clients. But let's say we're not so good at selling. Let's say we only converted 3% of leads. So we got 100 leads and only 3% bought, which is something realistic, but it can definitely be improved. Because if you do lead filtering and if you do lead nurturing, that percent could be 6, 7, even 10%. It could be higher. For this case, let's say it's 3%, right? So you spend 1,000 euros, you get 100 leads, 3 of them converted. Of course, we're not taking into account time in this case. As in this example, you would make 3,000 euros and you would spend 1,000, so your profit would be 2,000. And here I come to something that I want to share. Like, what's the biggest thing you can improve in a business like this, right? Some people will say marketing. Yeah, definitely improve marketing. In my experience, the short answer is sales. Long answer to that, you need to teach your sales, improve your sales skills, develop the sales process, have sales scripts, do a system of selling. Try to call leads as soon as possible. And this is where most business actually struggle. They're just like not picking up the phone as soon as the lead comes. They're calling them after 2 days. They're not hot, not warm, because they're like, it was 2 days ago. I forgot what I did before 2 days. Like for you, do you remember like what you ate 2 days ago? Probably not. That's the same way with marketing. So if people show their interests, you have to be fast. You have to respond quickly. You have to get them on the call or on a meeting to meet you as soon as possible while they have this itch, while they have this desire. That's why they signed up. So it's very important. So for this case, if you increase this by double, if you put it from 3% to 6%, which is definitely not impossible, but it will be way more difficult to cut this in half if you're running ads for a long term. Of course, if you're doing it just like 1 month and maybe 2 months, of course it could be possible. But once you start spending 10, 20, 30,000 a month, this becomes way more difficult to lower by half. But the sales process, that could be way higher, usually. Because if you're not calling the leads as soon as they come up, if you don't have a follow-up process, if you don't have scripts, if you don't do training, if you don't listen to calls, you're losing so much money from lost sales, basically. In my experience also, when we're starting our business, we were running ads in Latvia, which is our native country. I'm from Latvia, which is Baltic states. We were spending around 1,000 euros to get a customer. Right now, we're spending maybe 90 to 100 euros to get a customer in Latvia. You know why? Because we know how to sell them a lot better. Lead costs, because we're experienced, we're skilled. We have kept basically the same since we started, which was 2019. So we have kept it very, very similar. And of course, to cut it now in half would be probably impossible, or I would need to create again new marketing ideas, new tactics, because I don't do it. I run a campaign for maybe 6-9 months and I don't switch it, and I spend a lot of money. Like not maybe it's huge amounts, but our marketing expense currently is from 7,000 to 13,000 a month. While you're watching this video, it could be higher, but that's like right now. And once it goes higher, the costs could increase. That's what people who spend 100,000, 200,000 a month, they are saying to me, because I know those people and I'm friends with them. So it's eventually going to happen. And the marketing space as a whole will also change, evolve. There will be new technologies like the metaverse or something else. Maybe there it will be cheaper to get customers, but the current methods are social media ads, YouTube ads, Google ads, native ads, and some partnerships, joint ventures, affiliates. So the costs are as they are. So you need to work on your sales, because I think for construction and building businesses, the biggest opportunity is definitely sales, because the marketing space in that industry is super blue ocean. There's not much competition, it's not so crowded. So you should definitely think about sales improvement, sales coaching, sales training, so you can get more people to actually buy rather than just pick up their hand and just leave without buying from you. So if this was interesting, I have a video right here from one of our clients who started with us from a new business, and he scaled his business to over 1 million euros a year. So click and watch that video, because I'm gonna break down the specific ads, the specific funnels, the specific sales process that guy did. So click on that video, see the video, stay sharp, stay sexy, stay successful, and I see you there. Bye-bye.